माधव जय कुंज बिहारी जय राधा माधव जय गोपी जन यशोदानंदन ब्रज जनरंजन यशोदा ते जगन्नाथ मागे घेऊन मागे दरवाजा थोडे पुढे करून गाडीमध्ये पडदा लावते जय यशोदानंदन जय ब्रज जनरंजन जय जय ब्रज जनरंजन जय यमुना तीरावनचारी जय कुंज बिहारी जय यमुना तीरावनचारी कुंज बिहारी Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna Hare Krishna ॐ नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय। ॐ नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय। नारायणं नमस्कृत्यं नरं चैव नरोत्तमं देवीं सरस्वतीं व्यासां ततो जयमुदीरयेत्। नष्टप्रायेषु भद्रेषु नित्यं भागवत सेवया भगवती उत्तमश्लोके भक्तिर्भवति नैष्टिके। कृष्णाय वासुदेवाय देवकी नन्दनाय च नन्दगोपकुमाराय गोविन्दाय नमो नमः। नमो नलिननेत्राय वेणुवाद्यविनोदिने राधाधरसुधापान शालिने वनमालिने। महाभावस्वरूपास्त्वं कृष्णप्रियवरीयसी प्रेमभक्तिप्रदे देवी श्रीराधिका त्वं नमोऽस्तु ते। हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे। Hare Krishna. Today is most auspicious day, which is called as Devasnana Purnima or Jagannath Snana Yatra. How many of you really know how Lord Jagannath appeared? 1, 2, 3. Okay, most of you know. So should I tell or not? There's a nice story as explained in the Vaishnava Khanda of Skanda Purana, where there is a Purushottam Khanda, which explains about the glory of Lord Purushottam, who is none other than the Lord Jagannath. How he appeared to bless all of us and to give his divine darshan. There was a king, his name was Maharaj Indradyumna, who was the king of whole earth actually, and his capital city was Avantipuri or Avantika, which is known as Ujjain in present day, where Mahakal resides. One day, when Brahmana, he came to his court. Generally, in those era, actually that's the story in the age of Satya Yuga. So those time, Brahmanas, they used to travel. As said that, Swadesho Pujjate Raja, the king is worshipped and honored in his own kingdom. Vidwan Sarvatra Pujjate. But the scholarly person, the knower of Vedas, he is worshipped, honored in everywhere. So, when Brahmana, he came to his court and he was narrating how he has been to all the tirthas and how he has seen the beautiful deities of the Lord. So he said that there is one nice place which is called as a Neelachala, which is shaped as the conch shell. And there resides a beautiful deity of their lordship, Neela Madhava. That is Lord Vishnu, who is having a 400 form. And that deity was so beautiful. There are almost 20 verses which explains the exclusive beauty of their lordship. And after hearing that, king was so much attracted. So he asked one of his court Pandit or Raja Pandit, his name was Vidyapati, to just go and see that place. I would like to go and have darshan of their lordship. So Vidyapati, he traveled all the way from west coast to east coast. This was Avanti, Ujjaini, is almost 12, I think, how many? Maybe about 1300 kilometers from Bombay. So almost like 1300 kilometers from coastal. And from there, almost like a 3000 kilometer by walk, he went to Jagannath Puri. And after going there, as that Brahmana explained, he was not able to see anything. It was just jungle, And he was asking people, but nobody was telling about the beautiful form of the Lord. Then one person, he told him that there is one Vishwavasu, a tribal head, the king of tribes there. He knows about that. So Vidyapati, he went to him. So as he approached his thatched house, Vidyapati was not there. So his daughter, she greeted that Brahmana. So that was the Vedic culture. Nowadays, if you have to go to meet your friend also, you have to take appointment. But those days, Atiti Devo Bhava. Atiti means who does not have his fixed schedule to visit you, Whenever he likes, he comes. So Atiti, there is no date for him to visit you. So like that he came, the guest. And that daughter, she honored him. She gave him a water to wash his feet. Nowadays, they go with the shoes directly to the kitchen even. Take all negative energy, whatever they have gathered from all nasty places, and they bring it to home. But the Vedic culture is that you should wash your feet outside itself. Get cleansed, and then you can enter at home. So she gave him a water to wash his feet. Then she gave him a place to sit. And then she asked how I can serve you. She never asked who are you, why you have come. Today's first question is, when you see any strange person at your door, the first big question mark on the face, who is he? Why he has come? But that's not the way to greet a Atiti. Even though they were tribes, in modern ways they are unsocialized or uncivilized people next to animals. But they were so social and so civilized those days. So-called educated people, they don't have that manners now. So she offered everything. She offered him a food. And then she asked, would you like to take rest? Or what's the prayojana? What's the purpose of your visit here? And then he asked, I would like to see the deities of Neelamadhav. When he said Neelamadhav, immediately she got a big question mark on her face. How come this person came to know about Neelamadhav? Because a few months back, Vishwavasu, he got a dream. And Lord Neelamadhav told him that, I'm going to go from here. One of my devotees is coming, so I will go along with him. So he was so disturbed. He said, now my Lord is going to go from here. And I'm not let him go from here. How he can go leaving me here without accepting my services? See, this is the intense mood of devotees. They can't accept the separation from the Lord. So he cut down all the contacts and he was just engaged in the service of the Lord. And he literally threatened everyone that nobody should tell anyone, any stranger about this place. So being a king, everyone they has to follow his order. Then she said, how come this guy came to know? She was surprised, but she said, okay, let me ask my father when he comes back. So meanwhile, by Lord's divine arrangement, they got attracted to each other. When the father came, then he asked about, then he told him that whole thing, that this is for what I have come. He said, that's not possible. Then Vidyapati was a very smart guy. He said, I would like to marry your daughter. So he said, how is it possible? We are tribals and you are Brahmana. How is it possible? He said, it's possible. Brahmana can marry anyone. Anyone who gets married with Brahmana, that can become Brahmana. So he said, I agreed, okay, but if you become my son-in-law, then you have to become Garjamai. English, they don't have that phrase actually. So you have to become Ghar Jamai. So he agreed, okay. Then he stayed for almost like 3-4 months. Then again he thought that I'm losing my purpose, my real intention to visit this place. I have to do something. Then he started bugging his wife, ask your father to take me at least once. Then, as every father is very much attached to daughter, so he has to follow her demand, command, whatever you say. And he was ready. He said, okay, tie his eyes and I will take him with me. Then while going, he was carrying some mustard seeds and some flower seeds, which can grow immediately. So while walking on the path, he put that seeds on the way. So they went, he had a nice darshan of the Lordship, Lord Neel Madhav. Then he came back. And after coming back, he said, now can I take my wife to my home? At least once, so that she can see my place, and then we'll come back again. Then Vishwa said, okay, you can go now. So he went. It took like 3 months for him to come back. So he came back. He told Maharaj Indradyumna, he was explaining the beauty of their Lordship. Again, Maharaj Indradyumna was not ready to leave. He said, find out the good muhurta and auspicious time so we can start our yatra. And he started. After 3-4 months, they reached. So when he came back, Vishwavasu, when he saw when he got the news from his spy that king is coming with all his paraphernalia and with all his soldiers, you can sit there if you want. Be comfortable. Sit at the back. So when he saw that he has come with the soldiers, he thought that now he is going to kill us and he will take deities from here. He will take Lord from here. So he came. He was ready to fight with the king. But king, he sent Vidyapati at the front and told him that we are not here to fight with you. We are just here to see their Lordship. Then Vishwavasu was really reluctant, but he can't do anything because he saw the numbers of soldiers that Maharaj Indradyumna is carrying with him with well-equipped weapons. So he was a little bit scared. And he said, okay, let's go. So he took Vidyapati, Maharaj Indradyumna's wife, all they went there. And as soon as they went to that cave where Neel Madhav was there, they saw no one is there. Lord disappeared. And it was surprise for both of them. Now Vishwavasu was so angry that he said, neither you nor me, who will serve their Lordship? Now Lord has disappeared from here. And he was ready to give up his life. And Maharaj Indradyumna also. So same time, Akashvani, the demigods, they spoke. They said, don't worry. Their Lordship has not left this place. He is here only. You don't worry about that. He is going to appear again and in most merciful form. And that form is Daru Brahma. Daru means wood. And Brahma means the Lord himself. So Lord in the form of wood, he is going to appear. And he told him that from here, almost like 20 miles, there is a place where tomorrow you are going to get a big daru. You get that one and you can make deity out of that. But king was surprised, how I can make it out, which one? Because there are so many logs, they can come along with the water. So which one that I should accept? He said, which will have the marks of chakra and shankha. You accept that. Then both they went to their respective places. And next day morning, with a golden car, a golden chariot, Maharaj Indradyumna, he came to place which is called as a Chakra Tirtha. Even today if you go there, that place is there known as a Chakra Tirtha, which is almost like 30 kilometers from main temple, from Neelachal. So he came. And they were waiting. So on today, this day, which is Jeshta Shukla Trayodashi, that water, that log, that Daru Brahma came to Chakratirtha. It was very heavy. Nobody was able to, so they lift that or move that. So they got the elephants. Like hundreds of elephants were there. They tied and they were just pulling that log. But not an inch it is moving. So they were surprised what to do now. Then they called Vishwavasu. So Vishwavasu with his community, all they came. And with their bare hands, they lifted their lordship in that particular form. And they brought him under that golden chariot. They kept it. And they brought it back to the king's place. And there they started carving of the wood. Many people came, many sculptors, they came, they wanted to do it. But none of them was successful. Either their hammer used to get broken, or either their chisel used to get broken. So they were not able to understand what to do. It's a log. It should get cut by the iron hammer or chisel, but it's not happening. All they were surprised. The Maharaj Indradyumna again, he started prayerfully crying their Lord for the Lordship and His mercy. And he's asking what to do now, how I can see you. He was so desperate, he gave up eating. And then Lord appeared in his dream. He said, don't worry. Tomorrow one old sculptor will come and he will do that. And the next day morning, some says it was Lord himself, some say it was a Vishwakarma. They appeared. He came and he told him that one condition. As long as the work is going on, please don't disturb us. If you disturb, I will disappear from here. So let me finish. It will take 1 month for me actually. So he said, okay, go ahead. And then he started. And then he said, how do I know that you are working? He said, when I'm working, you will hear all Mangal Vadyas. So which are Mangal Vadyas? Mridanga, Karata, Veena, then Venu. These are Mangal Vadyas. So they started, king started to hear about this very sweet, melodious Mangal Vadyas. But he was very desperate. After 15 days, he said, let me see at least how much he has done. So he just broke open the door and he saw that no one is there. He saw this beautiful form of the Lord. And he thought it is incomplete and I have done a mess. He was ready to commit suicide, but I have done such a blunder that I am not able to see the beautiful form of the Lord. What should I do now? And all of a sudden, Devarshi Narada appeared. He said, King, don't worry. It's not your mistake. It is Lord's desire that he wanted to come in this particular form. Because this form is the rarest form of the Lord, which is known as Mahabhava Swarupa. This particular form, which shows the bodily deformation of the Lord due to the topmost ecstasy that he had when he heard about his own pastimes, and specifically those pastimes in a Vraja. So he was totally out of his body. Actually, he and his body is not different. But saying that is a crazy thing, because that crazy thing happened only. Once Mother Rohini, actually in Dwarka, all the Mahishis, like Rukmini, Satyabhama, Nagnajita, Satya, Mitravinda, Jambavati, all they came. And they started bugging Mother Rohini, because you were there in Braja And you know much better than anyone else that what sort of a relation and the intimacy that Lord has with his cowherd boyfriends and girlfriends, gopas and gopis. Because whenever he sleeps, he is next to us, but he remembers someone else, He call upon someone's name, especially the Radha. So what was their relationship? Can you tell us? Mother Rohini said, yeah, I can tell you, but problem is that if they are going to hear it, then the consequences, I'm not responsible for that. You should be ready for that, whatever happens. Then they said, don't worry, we have Subhadra with us. And she was there also. So she will be at the door and she will tell us, she will immediately inform us that both they are coming, so we will stop. So Subhadra was accurate. She was at the door at Rohima mother's palace, and all Mahishis, like 16,108, they were the audience of Rohini Mata, and she was narrating wonderful Braja Leela. And as you know, Lord says that Mad Bhakta Yatra Gayanti Tatra Drishtami Narada. He never resides in the heart of yogis or not in the Vaikuntha, but he always hankers to stay with the devotees wherever they glorify his wonderful pastimes. Even though they were in the Sumedha, the place or the court of Maharaj Ugrasena, when Mother Rohini, she started explaining those narrations, Lord and Balaram, the Lordship Krishna and Balaram, immediately they got up from their seats and they started walking toward Mother Rohini's palace. As they came, they saw first Subhadra. And that form was totally different. That was not the same beautiful Subhadra. She was in this form. Because when they saw her in that particular form, both they also felt such an intense separation from Brajavasis that they also deformed actually. Their hands went inside, their legs went inside their body, their eyes become so big like a circle. And they were like astonished. All Ashta Satvika Bhavas, the 8 emotional ecstasies, they started showing that. And the ultimate one is this particular form. So they were at that form right at the entrance of Mother Rohini's palace. And who came there? Devarsha Narad. Because he is the one who is considered as a catalyst in Lord's pastimes. The catalyst is the element which rapidizes the reactions or chemical reactions in chemistry. So same way, in Lord's pastime, Devarsha Narad is the catalyst. So he came immediately there. And he saw that beautiful form, and then he chanted one beautiful prayer. Would you like to repeat after me? This is what, whenever you have a darshan of Lord Jagannath, you should pray to their Lordship. Sit properly, fold your hands, close your eyes, open your ears, and repeat after me. Deva Deva Jagannatha Prapannira Vinashata Prapannira Vinashata Trahimam Pundarikaksha Patita Bhavasagare Deva Deva Jagannatha Prapannira Vinashata Trahimam Pundarikaksha Patita Bhavasagare Deva Deva Jagannatha, O Lord of Lords, you are the one, as Lord says, Aham sarvasya prabho matta sarva pravartate. He is the one who is the proprietor and enjoyer and the master of everyone. And he is the one who cuts down the prapanni. Prapanni means the cycle of birth and death. Because all we have fallen in the Bhavasagara, this ocean of material existence. And he is the one who can take us away from here. Deva Deva Jagannatha Prapannira Vinashata Trahimam Pundarikpaksha. You are the one, the lotus-eyed one. So these lotus eyes, they are not like a lotus petal. He is not a Kamala Patraksha, but he is a Kamalaksha. And that is also Prafullita. Prafullita means fully blossom. Have any one of you have seen a blossom lotus? None of you. Have you seen? When? Oh, generally you can see them in Manas Sarovar, fully blossom, not anywhere else. And they are exactly like a circle. When you see their eyes, that's why Sanatan Goswami, when he prays their lordship, when he offers prayer to Lord Jagannath, he says, Prafullira Vinashata. Prafullita Pundarikaksha. He is having eyes like a lotus which is prafullit, which is fully blossomed. So he is having that eyes. And he is the one who can trahi. He will save you from the ocean of birth and death. And there is a nice prayer to Lord Balaram. And that prayer is Namaste Balinam Sreshta Namaste Dharani Dharaha Namaste Balinam Sreshta. He is the one who is topmost amongst the most powerful personalities. And he is the one who is carrying the whole earth. He is the one who is carrying the burden of whole earth. And he is Krishna Agraja. He is the elder brother of Lord Krishna. And he carries a plow on his shoulders. Namaste. Namaste Balinam Sreshta. Namaste Dharani Dhara. He is the one who carries plow on his shoulders, and he is the one who is the elder brother of Lord Krishna. And then there is a prayer of Mother Subhadra. Jayadevi Subhadratvam Sarvesham Bhaktidayini. She is the one, Subhadra means who gives Mangalya, the auspiciousness. Bhadra means Mangalya. So she is the one who gives the Mangalya in your life. Jayadevi Subhadratvam Sarvesham Bhakti Pradayini. She gives the Lord's devotion to everyone. And the last one for Sudarshan, and that is Ajnana Timirandhanam. He is the one who gives the light for those who are blind due to the ignorance. Even though you may have eyes, you may have the capacity to see also, but if there is a darkness, can you see anything? No. So Sudarshana Mahajwala Surya Koti Samaprabha. He has a radiance like a crores of sun. And he is the one who gives light to everyone and takes away the darkness from everyone's life. Sudarshana Mahajwala Surya Koti Samaprabha Ajnana Timirandhanam Vaikuntabda Pradarshaka. He shows the path of Vaikunta to each and everyone. So these are the 4 prayers that you can recite when you see their Lordship. And then Devarshi Narad, he explained this whole pastimes to Maharaj Indradyumna. And he asked him that Lord is supposed to appear in this particular form in the age of Akali, in the Neelachala Kshetra. And today is the day. Jeshta Shukla Trayodasi, when Lord appeared in this particular form. And when Lord appeared in this particular form, then he was bathed, or Maharaj Indradumna did the Abhisheka for this particular form on today's day. So what they do, they put a particular Vesha or dress to their lordship, like a Gaja Vesha they call. Because one of his devotee, it happened recently actually, not during the Maharaj Indradumna's time. Because Lord Jagannath is worshipped by all the worshippers. Shaktas, Sauryas, Ganapateyas, what they are, Shaivites and Vaishnavas. So Shaktas, they consider him as the form of Shakti. Vinayakas, the worshipper of Lord Ganesha, they consider him as the Ganesha. So one devotee from Maharashtra, where they worship Lord Ganesha very prominently, so he wanted to see Jagannath because he got a dream that his worshipful Lord is residing in Jagannath Puri. So all the way he traveled and he reached on this particular day, and just one day prior, Lord appeared in the Vidyapati's, because who are born in Vidyapati's family, they are called as a Vidyapati only even today. So that Vidyapati, and he told him that tomorrow you put me the Gajavesh, because one of my devotees is going to come and he wanted to see me in that particular form. So if you see their lordship today, he is having a trunk like an elephant. Because only one animal in the whole creation who really enjoys in a water, that is elephant. So Lord, they bathed him with 1008 Suvarna Kalashas, with the water of that. Actually, those days they used to get that water from Nilachala. There used to be a tirtha. I forgot that. Because that particular tirtha, when one crow, he fall down, he got a 400 form. He became one of the Parshadas of the Lord, and he went to Vaikuntha. So that Kupa is still there in Jagannath Puri temple. So exclusively they get water from that. Even shadow of not a single animal falls in that water. That water is so pure. So they get 1008, almost like my size of kalashas actually, not small. That big golden kalashas, and they bathe their lordship. You can imagine then how many liters of water, and Lord enjoys that. So whole day he's like morning they start, it goes up to 4 o'clock. And then Lord gets cold. And he goes into seclusion for next 15 days because he gets sick because of that bathing. It's too hot and he's getting bathed with too cold water. So he gets sick and he takes service those 15 days from all the descendants of Daitas, the Vishwa Vasus. And they worship their lordship in this 15 days. And on the 15th day, then they have Rath Yatra. Then Lord moves from Nilachal to Sundarachal, which is considered as a Dwarka, is Nilachal, and Sundarachal is Vrindavan. So they carry their lordship on the cart to Vrindavan, and they celebrate wonderful festival. It's almost like a 10 days. So today is the day when Lord is getting bathed with the 1008 Kalashas, and that's the day of Snanayatra. Sri Jagannath Baladev Subhadra Maiya ki Jai. Sri Jagannath Baladev Subhadra Maiya Devasnana Mahotsava ki Jai. So now we'll have Aarti and then Prasadam for everyone. Hare Krishna.